In the sprawling digital city, a new predator prowled the virtual streets. His name was Alex, a young, cocky scammer who saw himself as a modern-day digital phantom. His targets were the silver-haired generation, those he believed were lost in the technological maze. Today, his cursor hovered over a new name, Sarah Jenkins. Her profile picture showed a sweet-faced, elderly woman, smiling warmly, a perfect, unsuspecting victim in his eyes. Bingo, Alex muttered to himself, cracking his knuckles. He was about to make his move, confident this would be his easiest score yet. Alex drafted his message with practiced ease. It was a classic phishing email, disguised as an urgent security alert from her bank. It warned of a suspicious login attempt and provided a link to verify her account. It was a simple, yet often effective, trap. He hit send and leaned back in his chair, picturing Sarah fumbling with her mouse, her brow furrowed in worry. He imagined her clicking the link, her financial details spilling onto his screen like coins from a slot machine. The hook was cast, and now, all he had to do was wait for the fish to bite. Across town, in a quiet, sunlit study filled with books and memorabilia, Sarah Jenkins sipped her morning tea. The email notification chimed. She put on her reading glasses and opened the message. Urgent security alert. A faint smile played on her lips. The clumsy grammar, the generic greeting, the suspicious link, it was amateur hour. For a moment, she considered deleting it, but then a different idea sparked in her mind. It had been years since she'd been in the field, since the days of covert operations and Cold War intrigue. This young man had no idea who he was dealing with. Sarah, retired intelligence officer, decided it was time to play a little game. She replied to the email, adopting the persona of a confused, slightly panicked senior. "Oh dear," she typed. "I'm not very good with these computer things. Can you help me? What do I need to do?" Alex's screen lit up with her reply. He grinned. This was even better than he'd hoped. A live one. He eagerly typed back, offering to walk her through the process over the phone. He was reeling her in, or so he thought. He had no idea that the fish he was trying to catch was actually a shark, and she was about to pull him under. The phone rang. Sarah answered, her voice trembling slightly. "Hello." Alex put on his most reassuring voice, a syrupy sweet tone he reserved for his clients. "Hello, Sarah. This is David from the bank's security department. I'm here to help you secure your account." He guided her to the fake website, his confidence soaring with every feigned stumble she made. "Now, just enter your username and password here," he instructed. Sarah hesitated. "Oh, I'm so worried about this. Are you sure this is safe?" she asked, her voice laced with manufactured anxiety. "Absolutely," Alex cooed. "I'm right here with you." But Sarah wasn't entering her login details. Instead, with her other hand, she was typing silently on a separate, encrypted system. With each word Alex spoke, she was tracing his call, pinpointing his digital footprint. His IP address, his virtual private network server location, it was all child's play for her. She had spent decades tracking far more elusive targets than this overconfident boy. While he thought he was leading her into a trap, she was meticulously building a cage around him. She let him talk, drawing out the conversation, gathering every piece of data she needed. "Okay, I think I've done it," Sarah said, her voice filled with relief. On his screen, Alex saw a string of gibberish appear in the password field. That doesn't seem right, Sarah," he said, a hint of frustration creeping into his voice. "Let's try that again." Sarah feigned confusion. "Oh dear, I'm trying. You know, my grandson is a police officer. He always tells me to be careful. Maybe I should call him." The mention of a police officer was a standard scare tactic for the elderly, but coming from her, it was a carefully placed move on the chessboard. Alex scoffed internally. No, that won't be necessary," he said quickly. "We can handle this. Just try one more time." He was getting impatient. This was taking too long, but Sarah was just buying time. On her other screen, a map was now displayed, with a blinking red dot pinpointing a small apartment in a downtown high-rise. She smiled. She had him. She had already forwarded the entire package, the call recording, the IP trace, the location data, to a familiar contact at the local cybercrime unit. They were already on their way. "You know, David," Sarah said, her voice suddenly changing. The frail, quavering tone was gone, replaced by one that was cool, crisp, and utterly in command. "It's funny. The call routing you're using? Bouncing it through 3 different servers to hide your location? It's clever. A bit old school, but clever. Reminds me of a technique we used back in the 80s to track rogue agents in East Berlin. There was a dead silence on the other end of the line. Alex's blood ran cold. Who is this? He stammered. Oh, just a retired old lady you thought you could fool, Sarah replied, the smile evident in her voice. Here's a free tip for your next career, which you'll have plenty of time to think about. When you're fishing for minnows, be careful you don't hook a great white. Just then, Alex heard a loud, authoritative knock on his apartment door. Police! Open up! The color drained from his face. He dropped the phone, his scam, his confidence, and his future shattering all at once. Back in her study, Sarah hung up the phone. She took another sip of her tea, a satisfied glint in her eye. The old skills, she thought, never really rust. They just wait for the right moment to shine. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more content just like this. See you in the next one.